Patty Jenkins slams Oscars for shutting women out of the Best Director. I give up. Article comes from Variety. Patty Jenkins says she was more than disappointed that no women were nominated for Best Director this year. I give up, the Wonder Woman director told me Saturday at the Charles Finch and Channel pre-Oscars dinner at the Beverly Hills Hotel's Polo Lounge. I say that even with all of their push to have diversity, here we go with that diversity, where the numbers are just hugely imbalanced of who votes for these things, I sort of just stop paying attention to it. It's still going to take a long way to go. It's going to take a lot more to really see truly more diverse awards. I really appreciate the efforts that they're making, but we have a long way to go. Chloe Zhao, Chloe Zhao, who won the Best Director trophy for helming Nomadland, has also called on the Academy and voters to support gender diversity among nominees. There's clearly a very big gap for women filmmakers in our industry, Zoe told Variety in an interview published on March 10th. The Eternals director said Hollywood needs to do a better job at increasing the visibility of women who are nominated for awards and funding more women-led projects. We're not doing it for awards, but that does help for the longevity of careers, she says. The 95th Academy Awards takes place Sunday, which was yesterday if you're watching this now. The ceremonies will broadcast live on ABC from the Dolby Theater in Hollywood. Jimmy Kimmel returns as host. Which, Jimmy Kimmel right off the bat has been problematic before, so I don't know why they got him, getting someone like Ricky Gervais, I think is his name. I probably said his name wrong. I don't care. He has done an awesome job as hosting. A lot of people find him funny and everything. Even people on both sides of the aisle don't really mind the guy that much, regardless what his politics and everything are. Anybody who watches this and watches a lot of the different content creators I know that a lot of these different people on these different award shows pander to a lot of people on the far left anyway. So it's not really like it's going to be some awesome show, to behold anyways. And I don't know anybody who watches the Oscars anymore except for maybe to hate watch or to make fun of the woke mob that says stupid and ridiculous things at these things. These used to be amazing spectacles that you'd have probably tens of millions of people watching every year, and now I didn't even know that it was going to be on until someone mentioned it on Saturday. It's not worth anything anymore. Plus, maybe, just maybe, when it comes to women not being nominated for Best Director, maybe you didn't make any movie that was worth being Best Director. Let's think about that. So, case in point, we got Patty Jenkins here. She did a movie called Wonder Woman, which was mentioned in this article. The first Wonder Woman, by standards of box office numbers and favorability amongst the audience and everything, it was a pretty good movie. It was considered a success. So she did a sequel to Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman 1984, and by all measures, it was a flop. So why should movies, just because you're a woman, be nominated for any type of award? Let's think about that. Maybe we should award movies, and therefore maybe the director that directed that movie, if it's considered a success. Now, I don't know about a lot of people, but I haven't gone watching a whole lot of movies this past year because movies haven't been really that great to begin with. There were some notable pretty good movies out there, like Top Gun was one of my favorite movies this past year. That was amazing. It was worth watching multiple times. Was it the best movie ever? Probably not. But it also wasn't one of these stupid woke movies that are just trying to preach to you. Nobody wants to watch things like that. Maybe we should award good movies that are whoever directs them. Because frankly, I don't really give a crap who directed them. most people don't give a crap who directed the movies. There are movies that I'll say that I really enjoyed. Like, let's pick someone who's a really famous director, like Steven Spielberg. He has made a lot of movies throughout his time. There are a lot of movies he's made that I've seen that I love. But there are also movies that he's made that have been flops and that people don't like. So just because you're a big hit movie director for certain movies doesn't mean you're going to make crappy movies too. That's just how it is. So maybe there wasn't any movies that were made during that time frame for this upcoming Oscars that were directed by women that were any good. And plus, when we go on this whole kick of, you know, hey, we're not being diverse enough because we're not seeing representation of women getting awards for these things and that. Well, then when you say things like that, people will go back and notice, well, what movies did women direct this past year? And then they start saying, well, that movie kind of sucked. So does that mean that women aren't good directors? Well, no, it doesn't mean that women aren't good directors, but people start getting those kind of ideas and thinking like, well, maybe we shouldn't go see that movie because it was a woman who directed it. So let's think about that before we start blaming the Academy or blaming all these other things that they're not being diverse enough, because it's stupid. And it's amazing how the Academy and everything panders usually to the woke left, and yet when they don't stay in line with the particular narrative, they get attacked too. That's just how it is. So, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because you never know when I'm going to do another video. And I will catch all y'all next time.